say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take a shot. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Vandy. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball at the 25 and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then...
There he goes! Made a defender miss. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top of the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go right back to him. Turning it on. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Got a man. It's Brown. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Off the play fake on first down. He wants to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. They'll say he goes out of bounds. Mark it at the 46.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just...
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's James. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's James. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Play of the period, 1st down here. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned
this coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field.
Touchdown, Commodores! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in front.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's James. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. All by himself. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick completion on the out route. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
1st and 10 for the offense. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Vasquez. Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Jefferson. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Over the middle, it's Jefferson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Bag's got it. Touchdown, Doors! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Rushes on him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to...
Touchdown, Vandy! Stealing a score on special teams.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
35, TCU, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got twiddled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here comes the heat. Kept it, and he's past the mark. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Vasquez. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Release to the back. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Commodores are threatening in the red zone. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Payne. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. They boot it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they've been fun to watch tonight, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this...
Turning it on! And some room to work.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got a little space. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And on 2nd down for this offense. On the run, it's Payne. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Motion from the wide receiver. The give and tick, 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 tick. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Look out, he's got room.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.